Hi, everybody. So I just want to talk a little bit about what's coming due on Wednesday in this class. So just to give kind of an explanation, you can see that you have your Unit 1B progress checkpoint that's due by Wednesday 9/7 at midnight. If you look over on our 15-week schedule, it's going to say basically the same thing. You'll notice that it's a lot of reviewing and reflecting, and the thing that's due is the Unit 1B progress checkpoint. So what is the Unit 1B checkpoint? Well, it's going to be the introduction that you can then use in your Unit 1 progress check that's due on Sunday. So right now what we're working on in 101 is creating a draft of your personal essay so that you can get advice and revise it, turn it in as your final personal essay. What we're going to do over here in 011 is write the first paragraph of that draft. So once you go ahead and walk through writing the introduction here in 011, you've written the first paragraph that you can then put into your Unit 1 progress check draft that you'll be turning in over in 101 on Sunday, the 11th. So that's sort of how this assignments work together. You're working on a portion of what you can then use in your draft. So as soon as you write the introductory paragraph over here for 011 and turn it in and get some feedback on it, you can just put that straight, you can copy and paste that straight into your draft. So it's helping you to get some of the work done. And I just wanted to go over here some of the things that I have for you in terms of a little bit of what exactly you'll be working on. If you look at the Unit 1B progress checkpoint, you'll see that, again, it's asking you to write the introduction paragraph with a reminder to use a strong hook or attention grabber, add in background information as needed to transition from the hook to the thesis statement, and end with your solid thesis statement. That's kind of what I've broken down for you over in this announcement. I've included the same thing that I have in the announcement over in 101. Basically, I've created for y'all a formula that you can use to create a paragraph that's going to end up being, let's see, if we have one sentence here, one sentence here, one sentence here, and one sentence here, that's about four, at minimum, 4 sentences that you can use to create your paragraph. You're going to start with a hook. There is a link here talking a little bit about hooks as there is an article here talking about hooks. Hooks are just attention grabbers. So you can have like 1 or 2 sentences just to draw the reader into the paper. If you look at the sample down here, you can see that I've used a hypothetical question asking the reader, have you ever experienced something that seemed like such a big mistake that you'd never recover from it? Most people have. So this is the purpose of this hook, is to draw people in to the topic by asking this rhetorical question. If you click on this link for hooks, it'll give you other ideas about how to get people interested in your story. That's the purpose of a hook. Draw people in. So 1 or 2 sentences that do that. Then the next sentence in your paragraph will be some background to include a 1-sentence summary of the personal scenario you're describing. You can see right here in this example. This person is describing the scenario specifically when they failed out of the University of Delaware and how they were so upset they didn't know what to do. Then you're going to include a sentence summary of the article that ties the article that we wrote into this whole scenario. So it doesn't come out of nowhere when we start talking about the Lumen article. You can see how I did it here, or how this person did it here. However, by following the traits of a critical thinker like the ones described in the Lumen article defining critical thinking, I was able to change my life for the better. Okay. You can have a sentence that was like, if I had followed the traits of a critical thinker like the ones described in the Lumen article, I may not have ended up in the situation I was. Whatever works for your scenario. And then at the very end, the thesis statement that we've been working on, which is in this case, you can see right there, that's the thesis statement for this particular paper. So that's how you create. This is kind of a formula that will hopefully help you understand what to do in each one or two sentences so that you can end up with a 4 or 5, maybe 6 sentence paragraph that hooks the reader in, gives them a little bit of background about your scenario, gives them a little bit of background about the article that you're going to be referring to, and offers up a thesis statement. And that's what I want you to turn in.